everyone, and today I want to share my thoughts on how people tend to think quality is always trumping quantity when it comes to relationships and friendships, and why I think that's not a really optimal way to think about social interactions and social connections with people. In my experience, the way people think intuitively is that maybe when you grow up, that you often realize that having many friends isn't quite optimal for living, really, because it doesn't correlate with how happy you are and how much you're getting out of social interactions with people in a large amount. And I think that having a high amount of quality friends leads to more benefits than not. It's the effect of having, as you have more quality friends, you tend to often get the effects of that, not just having quantity for the sake of quantity. I think that's what you learn growing up, that having quantity for the sake of quantity doesn't lead to the return on investment, I guess, if you would put it that way. So, there's this study that I want to bring up on how men tend to, have a higher rate of suicide. Men that have their wives that die, and they have a higher tendency to suicide compared to widowed women, which I think is very interesting. And I think that this is due to the fact that men oftentimes have less emotional connections with people, have meaningful, deeper connections with people, and it is often with their, wives and mothers and children. And also that women tend to have a higher tendency, not to be sexist, but they have a higher tendency to develop meaningful and deep connections with more people. And I think this is very important to take note and understand and observe, and also implement that to have a good social network of deep connections that you have in a large amount is very beneficial to have. In my experience, after connecting with people in a large amount, and in every person I connect, usually they're quality people. So I tend to reap the benefits of having a high amount of people that are friends that are of quality. And I think that's very important for people to have and to experience in their lives. Because, for example, if I'm not okay and I need someone to connect and talk to, and because they're in large amounts, I can be able to connect with any one of them. If this person I want to talk to is not available, I can talk to the person B and C and so on. And I think that is a very good thing to have, in my case, especially for my way of living. Because I do crave social connection and such. And I think everybody does. Everybody wants to be socially, not inept, socially capable, socially able to talk to someone if they need to. And it may seem transactional, but in a way, a lot of friendships and relationships are inherently, you're always transactioning. Yes, you're always having a transaction when you're talking to someone. You want social connection, hence you trade that for someone else, and maybe they want social connection. And that goes into me thinking how every relationship is a transactional thing, but that's for another yap session. But yeah, I think that the key thing I want to emphasize is how you should have a large amount of friends that are of quality. And this is very beneficial. You get a return on an investment, I feel, if you do it the right way, if you do it properly, and if you really are genuine about connecting with others. And that's the beauty of human living, of socializing, is that you can connect. And why I think people of like the internet age enjoy like watching content creators and such. They have their own personal favorites and personalities, influencers that they watch, is because they crave a social connection that is always available to them. That is, maybe they're entertaining, maybe they're relatable, whatever it may be, that is the reason why they want to basically live, and yeah, I think that's something that's intrinsically human and is very interesting. So yeah, I think that's all for me. Go eat and chill and take care. Bye bye.